Hey, I just recently completed a 12-day water-only fast at the True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California. And this video is a brief compilation of several clips of my thoughts throughout the fast, before and after. It's now about 7 days since I started eating again. And I can tell you that I really feel great. If you're thinking about doing an extended water-only fast, and if you do, you should do it in a supervised setting where you can get a lot of rest and be away from all the distractions of home. The True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California is really an amazing place. I was very privileged to be able to spend a total of about 18 days there, 12 of them fasting and 6 refeeding. For the first time in 5 years, I can breathe through my nose again. I know that my blood test results all came back markedly improved, including lower cholesterol, better blood sugar. I had lower normal blood pressure for the first time in a long time. Something important, and probably maybe too graphic for some of you, but my stools have actually been really nice, the way they're supposed to be, you know. My name is Mike. I'm going to document my experience with the water-only fast, so that if you're here looking for personal experiences and testimonials from people who've actually done it, this is for you. A few months back, I found myself on YouTube looking for such videos, and I found a few, but there really aren't as many as you might think. So I'm hoping to contribute at least something useful, keep it concise and to the point, and share with you my experience so you can judge for yourself whether it's a good idea. I came across the idea of fasting after making a gradual transition from a standard American diet with lots of carbohydrates and meat and animal products and processed foods to a mostly vegan diet without meat or animal products like eggs or cheese and butter or milk, and also without sugar and salt and flour, oil, and from the flour really it's the gluten that I'm avoiding more than anything. You know, the human body has for millions of years evolved to be very good at digesting fruits and vegetables. We are also capable of digesting animal protein, but it is so much harder for us to digest that form of food energy that it seems that we only have that ability to sustain us in the colder months when fruits and vegetables are not available. We also have evolved with a much more active lifestyle. We had to move a lot more just to survive. Now we live in an environment where we have mostly sedentary lives, and we have to go to the gym to get our exercise in, which is to counterbalance the lack of exercise that's really essential to living a balanced, healthy life. Well, here we are, it's day 4. I just want to note that a properly conducted water-only fast means that you are consuming nothing but distilled water. You can't have any food, you can't have any supplements, you can't have any medicine. You can't even have tea. It has to be only distilled water. The safest way to conduct a water-only fast. And the reason it should be distilled water is because you want to make sure that it's nothing but H2O. There's a lot of other substances in tap water or even the spring water that we drink from bottles from the store. The second thing is that you want to make sure you're in an environment of complete rest, and you want to get as much rest as possible. And the third thing is that any fast longer than 3 days really should be supervised. And the reason I'm talking about this today is because last night I had an experience that, had I not been here under supervised care, I might have decided to end the fast. At about 3 in the morning, I woke up and I had a very bad cold. You can still hear it now. I still have it. And my throat was sore. That was the part that actually scared me, the sore throat. It was very sore. And I thought, wow, and I looked in the mirror and my eyes were yellow. Had I been doing this at home, I probably would have decided to break the fast. While here, every morning, a doctor comes in to take your blood pressure, take your temperature, measure your weight, or ask what your last weight measurement was, and then also to ask you about your experience and any questions, answer any questions that you or concerns that you might have. I can see many other people here. One of them is older than me, on the 31st day of his 40-day fast. He looks fine. He looks great, actually. His face is glowing, and he's happy. Doesn't look uncomfortable at all. And you see him outside socializing every day. He's got a lot of energy. Someone who hasn't eaten any food at all, nothing but water for 31 days. Think about that. So that's where it is right now, and I'll check back with you again in a few days. Thanks for watching. Okay, so here it is. It's day 8. As you can probably tell, I haven't had a shower in 8 days. Surprisingly, though, I don't smell. I ask other people because I can't smell too good through my nose, and you just don't smell. It's odd, but it's true. At about day 4, I had a bad cold for about 2 days. Went through a box and a half of tissues. Cleared out my sinuses, and then it kind of traveled into my lungs. So ever since, the doctors have been coming in every day, as they do, normally anyway. But they're coming in addition to taking my blood pressure and my temperature and measuring my weight. They're also putting the stethoscope on my chest and asking me to breathe so they can hear my lungs, so they can detect any fluids. I just feel very well taken care of here. Encouragement is everywhere. And let's see, I am down from 205 upon arrival to 190 this morning. So I mean, it's a lot easier than it sounds. The first few days are rough, but when you come to a place like this and you have professionals who know what they're talking about, and lots of other people in the same boat to commiserate with, it's easier. One other thing too, here at True North in Santa Rosa, California, they provide lots of educational opportunities. Your room comes with a set of core DVDs that you can watch, videos about food, nutrition, diet, exercise. But there's also, every day at 10 a.m., there's either a cooking class or a fitness class, an aerobics or yoga or something class. And at 2 o'clock every afternoon, they have lectures by one of the doctors here, from diet to nutrition, to the biochemistry of nutrition and what's actually going on and why they advocate not only a vegan diet, but a vegan diet that is also SOS free. That basically means sugar, oil, and salt. No added sugar, no added oil, no added salt. The naturally occurring sugars, salts, and oils in fruits and vegetables and grains are just fine. Yeah, so that's about it. I'll check in again in a few more days. If I said I was on day 12 of a water-only fast, would you believe me? Would you forgive me a few minutes of ranting and raving about the lost, ancient practice of fasting? It's something I'm really glad I've come across, and I feel very fortunate to be spending this time here at the True North Health Center in Santa Rosa, California. They come in the morning to check up on you each and every morning, measure your blood pressure, take your temperature, measure your weight, ask you how you're doing, and monitor you to make sure you're safe. They don't want anybody getting sick. I'm not anywhere near being in danger of anything. I could go a lot longer. I probably would benefit from going longer, but between time and money, 12 days is all I'm going to be able to do for now. So today's going to be my last day. Tomorrow morning I will begin the refeeding process. They are very careful about refeeding here at True North. A big component of what they do here is educate you while you're fasting or while you're eating with them. Some people aren't fasting, but they're just eating a new diet. They educate you about diet, exercise, nutrition, and all the biochemistry of food, and why a vegan diet combined with a restriction on added salt, oil, or sugar is the ideal diet. It just so happens that while you're fasting, you're not burning energy on digestion. Your brain is now using fat for energy consumption. It's a different kind of energy than sugar, which it normally relies on. And certain metabolic processes go into effect that start healing the most critical parts of your body first. So in just 12 days, I've already seen my blood pressure drop down to within normal range when it's been elevated for the last several years. I have cholesterol level that wasn't bad to begin with, but is now very good. All of my other blood test indications are all very good. I feel a little weak because I haven't eaten in 12 days and I'm still in ketosis, but I mean, I feel clear in the head. I can breathe 75% better through my nose than I could before. If I stayed longer, it's possible I could clear all that out, but I'm going to have to do that more gradually with a better diet and a better exercise regimen. I mean, that's really what's the hard part is coming up next when I get back to my life. I don't intend to be a perfectionist about any of this. I'm not even going to call myself a vegan. I'm just going to eat like a vegan, and I'm going to try to avoid salt, oil, and sugar as much as possible. I'm going to have to use those things as rare treats as opposed to daily relaxations, daily treats. My dog gets daily treats. I don't get daily treats.